Hey, it's Big T. Today I am going to tie a junk fly extraordinaire. This is a creation of Ben Van Devender, who is a competitive fly fisherman and actually kind of has maintained the competitive sport in the Southeast over the last several years. Great guy. I don't know how he came up with this, if it was a joke or just playing around with materials. But it's one of those flies where if you're trying to show the fish something different, especially big fish, big supplementally fed stocked fish go crazy over this at times. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with a size 10 jig claw hook, a Big T jig claw hook, and I am going to put on that a 4mm tungsten slotted bead, and that's a light metallic pink, or a metallic light pink. I go with a little heavier thread on this. We're going to go with more of a 140 denier red. And I'm not going to wrap all the way back. I'm actually only going to wrap about 1/4 of the way and create a thread base. The next thing I'm going to grab is some glow bug bling, and this is a champagne color. And then I'm going to put on top of that, I'm taking a full strand as far as thickness is concerned, just a couple inch piece. But I'm going to take a flame colored piece. I'll grab one over here and show you what I do with that. I'm going to take a flame colored piece and I'm going to just strip off a little bit of it, a much thinner portion. The original is just monocolor. I like the color contrast of putting the two together. And I'm going to lay that down on top as such. This fly is just so easy and quick to tie. If you're a guide, it's a dream. And we're going to come over top and wrap and cinch that down real well. And then come back in front in between the glow bug yarn and the bead. And then I'm actually going to wrap underneath the tail end and up around a few times. And what that does is that ideally keeps it from sliding back down the hook shank after it's been bitten several times and eaten. You can go ahead and whip finish at this point and trim off the excess yarn. And then what we want to do to finish this fly is I want to grab that front and back, and I'm going to bring it up at an angle as such. We'll call it a 45, but I'm going to cut straight across. And what that's going to do is give this fly a nice taper. You can see how that tapers back. That actually gets a ton of movement in the water. If you're fishing heavy, lightly stained water, it's a great fly. It actually, honestly, can look like a little bit of a bait fish pattern too if you jig that along the bottom. Again, great fly for big fish. It's one of those flies where if they are on this fly, they're on it. And if you've got one in your box and your friend doesn't, it's possible you will make him cry. So put this in your box. Multiple colors, such as same kind of colors you might find for your egg patterns, is generally what I will put in my box. For these materials, please visit my website, bigtflyfishing.com, and subscribe to my channel.